So we have over 100 participants here, which is absolutely amazing. And we're all here because investment is the process of building your own financial future. Now, why is that important? Just recently, there was a study published by the Austrian Economic Research Institute, WIFO, that stated that 18.4%, so almost 20% of women at the age of 65 who want to retire are not entitled to state retirement. Generally, a lot of younger women have started to worry about the issue of retirement one day, how much they will be able to get, and if they even meet the criteria. We all know that our population, especially our young population, is shrinking. So this puts additional pressure on an already stretched governmental retirement system. Women face a gender pension gap of about 40% in Austria. So the average male pension in Austria is about 1,500 euros, whereas the average pension for a woman is about 947. So a lot of young women have started to ask themselves, okay, what is it that I can do? How can I actively start investing? Because I know that one day the government pension will likely only provide the bare minimum. I do a lot of investment workshops for women, and I also notice how women start investing and how men start investing. When women start investing, they look at a lot of details. They take a lot of time choosing the right financial provider, choosing the right brokerage. They attend workshops, they read books. Men, on the other hand, when they start investing, it tends to go a little bit differently. From my experience, what they do is they say, okay, they open Google, they Google brokerage account, they take the first best brokerage account that comes up, put a few thousand euros here and there, look at a few stocks, ask their friends what stocks they're buying, and basically approach the whole thing as, okay, I'll put a few thousand euro into that stock and then I'll just watch what happens. Now, this is an interesting approach, definitely. And it's very practicable because it gets you going. Women, on the other hand, sometimes because they're not as experienced when it comes to the financial markets, they take it slower. And even though men tend to get going quicker, women tend to have very, very good long-term results. There was a study done by ETH Zurich 2 years ago that basically showed that female traders and hedge fund managers tend to have better risk-reward ratios than their male colleagues. And that is because women tend to analyze the situations in more details, to analyze their investments, and being prudent, taking a lot of time to think about things is actually a very good thing. This is actually something that you want in the investment world. And a lot of women also asked me saying, okay, well, we know that retirement is not looking rosy. I'm going to have to do something. I don't want to take a lot of risk and just throw a few thousand euros in different stocks and see what happens. So how could I get started? What are the basic rules, or the 3 golden rules, so to speak? I will quickly share my screen here for the one and only slide that I've prepared for you. I hope you can all see it.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Well, instead of the 3 golden rules, I have chosen to name them the 3 pink rules. The first one is only invest in things you understand. And that basically means educate yourself. As Barbara just mentioned before, educating yourself brings you an amazing return on investment. And this is especially true for financial products, because the big losses usually happen when people invest in financial products that they don't fully understand. So one of the first things to do is to start educating yourself. Blogs, podcasts, conferences like these, books, workshops, whatever you fancy. The second pink rule, I'd like to kind of share this Chinese phrase that I really, really like. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. This basically means get started. The sooner you get started on investing, the more time you have throughout your life to accrue interest, to accrue dividends, to watch your assets grow. And you also have more time to make up for mistakes when you're not an experienced investor yet, because that may happen. And yes, you are very likely to sometimes be wrong about an investment or an asset. And the third pink rule actually comes from Andrei Kostolany, who was one of the most famous self-proclaimed speculators of the 20th century. And he basically said, on the financial markets, everything is possible, including the opposite. And what I want to say with this is that basically, when you start investing, also start learning how to manage your risk. So those are the three things that I want to leave you with to get started with this conference. Educate yourself. Today is a great place to start. Second one, get started. You're doing it right now. And the third one, and you will also learn that in the deep dives, how to diversify, how to manage your risk, how to invest in different asset classes, and also how to use financial products to minimize your exposure.